That's a good point to shift things over. I changed a few things. Mainly her right up there, so you get used to it after a while. But welcome, one and all. We are here to do a thing and all that other jazz. I can actually, well, it's probably should move that box now so it's not right under Eugen's tits right there. As a matter of fact, we'll just put that one right there. Oh, hey guys, you know what time it is and everything. It's Dyson sphere building time, I guess. For those of you who are new to the whole thing and everything. First things first, though, I want to just say DD with the 11th month streak for resubbing, and as well as Jinx for resubbing for 4 months as well. Much appreciated on both fronts there. As everyone can probably tell, this is being multi-streamed again through both Twitch and YouTube, so hats off to that I'm actually able to get this going again. With all of that being said, I really don't know what else more to say other than, yeah, we are here building a Dyson sphere. You know, that thing that you build around an entire star to harness its energy. Yeah, we're just gonna build one of those. No biggie and everything. Oh, Noah. Well, good to see you again, my guy. Good to see you again. So let me switch on over. There we go. So yes, we are playing Dyson Sphere program. And we're going to try and build a shell around a massive freaking star in the most complex way possible. I played this game a while back, and it was an unhealthy obsession for a little bit, but I was able to break free. And now I just felt like going back to it for an apropos of no reason. So we're just going to get right into it then. Now, under normal circumstances, they did introduce an enemy faction that is supposed to, like, hamper your progress and everything. I don't want to be dealing with that right now, so no offense to anyone else, I'm just not wanting to deal with the dark fog any time right now. So yeah, we're just gonna reset some things. This I'm trying to look for an optimal system, one where like all the celestial bodies can be connected and everything. Yeah. Ooh, I actually like that one. But let's just see what... Okay, all major celestial, but nah, let's try 5 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll go with this one. We will go with that one then. So yeah, we're not dealing with enemy forces. I don't want to deal with the dark fog. Number of stars is at their maximum. And let's get into it.
The unknown, created in exploration. The seed evolves in iteration.
Yeah, that's the dark fog. We're not dealing with them this time around.
It spreads and becomes the shadow of the galaxy.
In my spare time, I'll probably figure out how the dark fog can actually be fought and everything, but I don't want to deal with that on stream. I want to get back into the nitty-gritty of just how normally I would play this.
stars dim, you will embark on a new journey.
To dim the stars myself.
Arrive at target cluster.
So the aerial Zarek system.
Welcome to the real universe. Very soon, you'll find this place different from our homeland. But you should be able to adapt to the laws of physics here in no time. I'm your advisor. I will assist you in completing this mission.
Oh, nothing, Mina. We're just going to be building a Dyson sphere. No biggie.
Everything here belongs to you. As a member of the Cosmo, a pioneer of the Dyson Sphere program, you will explore this cluster from ground zero. Make use of the resources available here to build a Dyson Sphere that supplies energy to the center brain to maintain homeland simulation. I've chosen a planet for the mission, and there are essential resources for the initial development. Now, please pilot the space capsule toward this planet.
Fingers!
Now you are about to arrive at the target planet.
NZ3 is what I'm just going to call it.
Space capsule will land on the target planet in 3, 2, 1. Landed.
Now we get to building. If anyone's ever played Factorio, it's one of those games where it's a factory building automation sort of dealio. Okay. So the plan here is we're going to build a mechanical shell around this guy. It's just like a big old solar cage to harness all the energy output that star is putting out. We're not only going to be having to fly through all these different planets that are in just this system, but we're also going to have to set up a network across other planets to bring in other resources to make the whole Dyson Sphere building program possible. On top of just researching a whole bunch of stuff to make the process a little bit more complex and a little bit more manageable as time goes on. It all gets into it. Or you figure it out as you go. So, but first things first. We have to get energy and frickin' wiring and mining going, so I need to build some magnets. Well, not some magnets, magnetic coils. How many? 10. So there we go. Okay, so we've got some copper over here. We got some iron here. It's a good little spot to get all shacked up with. Good to know.
Research complete.
Okay, time to do some time to get some automation going. I'm gonna clear this stuff out first. Make use of the material that I have, so none of it goes to waste. I'm still gonna need magnets though. Or some magnetic coils. In order to do this, gotta remind myself to make sure that I'm looking at the YouTube chat as well. Don't want to leave you guys high and dry. Okay, we are going to put you right here, and we can always move you around if need be. Top of that, we're gonna need you there. And the network begins to grow. Okay. Now then, oh, well, there's coal. Good to know. Good to know. That's the next thing I need to do. Well, this most certainly is the important part. This starts getting research going. So this is something that we're gonna need to work with. All of these, all of this stuff down here is all got to do with fighting the dark fog, but that's not in here right now, so don't need to worry about that. Everything else, well, I just need to get research going. That's the big kicker. So, I need microchips. Microchips I know require a significant amount of copper. So let's get some of that going. Yeah, they require copper plates. There we go.
Replication complete.
See, I can't even build, like, storage yet. That's the thing. So I'm just going to chain some of this together just to grab material and everything.
Research complete.
Alrighty. We can now start doing research business. We'll set you right up there. We're going to need you to produce that. It's going to require magnetic coils and circuit boards in order to do so. So, next thing we're going to need is to, in order to get that stuff, we need smelters. We're going to need assemblers. We're going to need conveyor belts and storage as well. Oh no, that's engines. That's for building fighter craft and everything. We can avoid that. So anything below the electromagnetic drive, I don't need to worry about until later. We'll worry about that later. Fluid storage, I don't need that currently. So let's, yeah. Right, that's what I can do.
Insufficient materials.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I need just a lot of iron and copper. What is that? Okay. Take that. It's a slow burn at the start with this, but that's like what most factory games are. Then everything begins to just explode out in frickin' automation and efficiency and everything. I should probably save this as well, though, just to make sure. There we go. Ah, you're not the only one watching live on Twitch left. There's a good chunk of other people that are watching too. Okay. Yeah. So now we wait for my assembler to build all this stuff. In the meantime, just grab a little bit more iron in the process so that I can also build some more wind turbines. Tesla towers are also going to be a hot commodity as well. Like I said, slow burn at the start. In the meantime, I should probably grab some coal. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just put the hydrogen fuel cells that I have in here. Because I know coal will be able to smelt into energized coal, which is a little bit better. Okay, they're almost about starting to build the mining equipment. And now we get to the wind turbines. We'll position this one. Just so that I can then move things down if need be. It's gonna need power. Do I need 10? Just do that. Go. All right.
Insufficient materials.
I'm aware of that. You don't need to tell me that. Is there any way I can, like, turn your voice off? Yeah, just turn you off. So now if I was to do that... Yeah, okay, now I shut her up and... Get the magnetic coils. There we go. Now we've got some smelting equipment. But now we need to get assembly going and then conveyor systems going. First though, Okay, never have too many Tesla towers, because this is how you get the power moving around and everything. So if I can get this going, we'll grab that real quick again as well. And then while we're waiting, just mine some copper while we're at it. Get at least one more turbine over there so that it can power the copper. See, I can't really do much as far as automation is concerned until I have the conveyor belts and the sorters as well. There we go. And sooner or later, all this is going to start filling up with just a mess ton of stuff. Yeah, I'm aware my core energy is insufficient because I don't have any freaking energy in it. Yeah, I know. So I'm just going to shove some coal in there. Okay. So the assemblers have been built. Now comes the conveyor systems. Another set. Well, I mean, DD, that's more or less something that needed to be happening. There's a lot more to be discussed with Mr. Puzzle's character, so I was honestly thinking, guys, like, yeah, they're not gonna just boot him out so easily. What did the angry father say to the annoying child? Nothing, because the father left about 8 years ago. Boom. Core energy exhausted. Just shove some more coal in there. That too, Spectrum. That too. I ain't gonna lie, the title hooked me. Honestly, I discovered this through Cody from Alternate History Hub. That's what really like got me going with it. And that was, I forget how many hours have I put into this game? 261 hours and counting. So, yeah. Okay. So let's get the automation going for that guy too now. Okay. Now that the turbines are built, now we can get the gears and the microchips going. Or circuit boards are what they're actually called. To think, from just humble beginnings, we'll be able to cage an entire star. Again. There's older worlds where I've actually been able to at least complete half of a shell before things just kind of ran their course. Okay, get the research done, and then we'll actually start building. Just get a few more assemblers going, because what I'm going to need to do for this is, what does it take to actually build basic research? Or blue research? It's magnetic coils and circuit boards. So there's going to be a lot of copper and iron moving around. But first and foremost, we're also going to need a metric crap ton of iron to get the necessary conveyor belts we need in order to start moving all this stuff around. So in the meantime, I am just going to start getting all this harvested. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna Yeah, I know. I don't... Yeah, statistics panels don't really... Not really of concern. Okay, so now we've got the iron ore beginning to move. It doesn't really have anywhere to go right now, but patience. Things are getting there. As I'm trying to make it so that there's space and efficiency and places for this to move around in. So I'll put 2 smelters down there. You are going to work on the magnets. You'll move on to plates. What does it take to make conveyor belts as well? Plates and gears. Also, I'm going to need to move things over. It's going to start pulling the ore in and begin making stuff. Never have too much storage as well. That's another thing. Because I'm going to need a lot of iron for all the things that I'm going to be doing. But luckily for you, me, and the floorboards, we've got plenty of resources out in the universe to get to where we're going. I don't know, because I need universe exploration level 2 to figure out what you've got. But you're probably the volcanic planet. Are you the volcanic planet? I can't. You look like it. Or you could be the volcanic planet. Maroon frost. You may be an ice planet. But either way, one of you has got titanium on your surface, so there is that. Get another. So yeah, and then we're gonna need to start moving the copper around and start getting it smelted into place. No joke. What we're more or less setting up here is just a system in which we can start farming out blue research. And then everything's just gonna start moving and clicking into place. Now then, what we are going to do, though, is at the end of the road here, we're going to make an area where I can easily just get a lot of iron ore if need be. So yeah, that. It's constantly mining, it's constantly smelting stuff, and it's constantly storing it. So whenever I need to make a quick build on something, it can get there. The same thing I'm probably going to do over here for the copper ore as well. So, pull you out. Pull it forward. Oh. Pull you forward. And we'll set you right here. Okay, what I'm going to need to do is this assembler here. Yeah. So this assembler is going to be the one for the circuit boards, and this one's going to be the one for the magnetic coils. So I'm gonna pull that over there. See, this is why I just make that little chest of iron so that I can just do that real quick. How many smelters do I have? See, you need copper and iron plates, and you just need copper plates as well. I'm already piecing something together that I can... No need to be concerned with numbers, Leth. Everything's all peachy keen. Actually, that's what I can do. Pull it from here, and we'll just go this far away. You will be making copper plates. I'm gonna need another. I'm already in the process of building some more smelt. No, I'm not. Now I am. Now that. There we go. Now things are starting to move again. Pretty much. It's pretty much just like that. I think this whole game was inspired by Kirk Lisa. Because, I mean, the first stage is to actually build a Dyson swarm. So if you've ever seen the Dyson Sphere video, that's more or less stage 1. Okay. can make 2. That's more or less all that I need. Okay. Go make another quick little coal grab. Is that coal over there? I think that's coal over there too. There's a lot of coal over here. Yeah, it's coal. Couldn't tell with how dark it was. And once I start getting the recharge tower all set up, then once more things begin to streamline themselves. Actually, you know what I could do? The automation process. That's what I can do. Yes, Shadow King, that is the end goal of this game, is to build a Dyson sphere. But you gotta start somewhere. And here I am mining coal to power my space mech. Gotta start somewhere, but sooner or later we're gonna build a giant cage around this guy and harness all of its energy for our own unspecified purposes. Alright, now the copper is starting to move. Where do we want it? Thermal power. Yeah, that starts, then I can start burning coal for more energy. Get you. We're gonna need you. I might as well speed some processes up. Steel smelting, and it would allow me to build wind turbines on the water. Good. Combustible unit. Coal can release more power more efficiently and powerfully after its molecular geometry has been elaborately modified. As a fuel, it can efficiently combust and generate enormous. As an explosive component, can be used to craft shells and explosive fuels. Okay, it's a different form of fuel. But you, right there, energetic graphite, are very needed. And also, you'll get there eventually too. Ah, that's why. Just build a tower. There we go. Now the magnetic coils are starting to move. There we go. Blue research has now been automated. Yeah, I'm going to need some copper. Going to need some iron. So I'm going to need some conveyors or some sorters. And lots of belts. What we're going to do is... Can I stack too high? Yes, I can. I just can't stack 3 high. Okay, how close are we to getting some conveyors? It's getting there. Oh, yeah, if we're going to be mining for coal as well, again, I better get all the sorting done. There we go. Just to maximize efficiency there. You... to get some fancy new equipment coming down the pipeline. What I'm also going to need to do is make a central research hub as well. The research hub is going to automate the research process so that I don't have to do it all manually. What's the energy looking like right now? And that's the statistics panel. Okay, yeah, we're doing fine. Now, how close are we to that? Okay, we're very close to it. Because if I can funnel all of the research into just the central hub, then really things start to pick up. And on top of that, I need to start... Okay, you are going to need panels. Well, at least that's very easy to do. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to grab a stack of 100 from you. And grab a stack of 100 from you. Okay, Matrix Lab is up. We're going to put you right here. Build a bridge over, bring it back down. Bingers! Bada bing, boppa da poopy. Oh, well, there's Spooky. Slipping into the Twitch chat there. On top of that, I'm gonna need more, actually. No, I'll wait on the thermal power until I have like the energetic graphite set up and everything. So that's more efficient. All right. Blue research moving down the pipeline. So you are not producing, you are researching now. So, blue research has now been automated. Just this little itty bitty setup. Actually, we could speed up the process here and just put another sorter that pulls double duty now. Can I make this triple? Yes, I frickin' can. Let's go. So now that it's constantly mining and it's constantly pulling stuff into storage, so that I always have an overabundance. But I think I can build a second one, a second matrix lab on top, so that I can double the output of blue research. New game for stream, not new game for me personally. I have nearly closing in on 300 hours if I give this another day to work with. So let's see if I can. Yep, I can. I can stack at level 1 at the very least. So now it's pulling double duty and giving me even more blue research. Love to see it. Love to see it. At the same time though, let's get some more iron. Some more copper. Because I need more conveyor belts. What does a conveyor belt take actually again? Plates and gears. Gears I know take plates to build as well, and they can only be made in the assembler. So here's what we're gonna do. Gonna automate the conveyor belt building process. Gonna need another assembler too, so we're gonna actually just need one assembler, so to speed that process up. Too many button presses there. Do a little bit of cleanup work here. There we go. And now we could start making our recharge tower when the time is right. Which it isn't right now. What I can do is start bringing things forward. Welcome once again to the stream, Radiation. Yeah, we'll just set you right there. It's a bit weird, but you are going to be assembling conveyor belts for me. Here's the gears. Okay, yeah, this is how I can make that work. Here's the plates. Do I have storage? Yes, I do. How many does... What does you take? Circuit boards as well. But what else do you take? Plates as well. Do we have an over? Yeah, we have a bottleneck there, so... Okay, you know what we can do? I'm gonna delete you real quick. Or I'll just put a tower right over here. Keep things moving. Huh? More plates. I only need 2 right now. Oh, well, congratulations to them, Radiation. We got a tiny little red velvet cake as well. Just plonk you in there. There we go. Iron plates are now going to be a little bit more abundant. There we go. All right, power's starting to wane a bit. What I can do is get this going. And yeah, we can start bringing the coal in. There we go. We got optimal power once more. Okay, actually, here's what I'm gonna do with this. Because I'm seeing that it's picking up coal so quickly that none of it is actually able to continue on its path. So now I'm just going to be pulling directly from storage. Okay. Now, onward to what I was originally going to be doing, automating sorters. Actually, I just need one assembler if all I need is circuit boards and iron plates to build a sorter. then everything will be all peachy keen. Dyson Sphere is a thing built around a star, right? That is correctamundo right there. The game plan is to build basically a giant cage around this guy and harness all the solar energy that I can from it in the most convoluted way possible. Aleph, you probably never heard of Factorio either. That's like this as well. Close the distance on that one. Okay. I'm gonna put you here. You are going to be responsible for building me sorters. Just regular run-of-the-mill sorters right now. Because I'm tired of having to do this all the time. Having to manually build them. I'm also going to need storage. Can never have too much of that. This also starts getting more and more material being made. There we go. And now we just wait for storage. Oh, I have Satisfactory left. I kind of reached a block on that one where I just kind of lost interest. Then again, it's probably be more fun if I actually had friends to play with on that too, so who knows. Just gonna build one of these real quick. There we go. Yeah, we kind of have to sit on this for a while because we're waiting on other things to be made. Look at that, we've got sorters and conveyor belts completely automated so that I could just expedite the process even further. And everything is slowly but surely coming into place as well. Let's build a few more Tesla towers so I can connect the network all together, because it's all fine and dandy that I have these wind farms over here. Connecting them to the greater network will allow for more energy to be made in the process. Oh yeah, this is the kind of game to just lose time on. I've done so many a time. Just gonna plonk that down right there. Make use of the energy. My feet are falling asleep. Is it confusing at first? Well, it guides you into, like, here's what you build, and it allows you to build this, which then allows you to build this. There's a whole tech tree to follow, and as long as you follow that, you shouldn't get lost. Very clear instructions. Okay. There we go. Connect the network together. Finding it a lot easier just to have the stream on my phone as well so that I can keep track of the YouTube chat as well. I'm starting to figure out how to multi-stream again. How much is it? Let me check. As I've had this game for so long that I've actually forgotten. Oh, it's currently 10% off, so it's sitting at $17.99. So it's a $20 game. There's also an entire function in it where you can have enemies trying to shoot you and destroy your progress and everything. So there's more than just walking around building stuff. There's a combat mechanic to it as well. But a $20 game that lets you just essentially conquer the entire universe building a Dyson sphere on any star that you in your little sector over here is worthwhile. Okay, let's grab a bunch of you so that I don't need traffic monitors. I don't use those. Okay, my queue is not entirely full. But I am still going to need things. Plasma refining. Well, this is how I turn oil into fuel and hydrogen as well. That's always a necessity. Magnetic levitation. Well, that's going to require a different matrix altogether. Solar collection. Yeah, then we start getting solar panels. Oh, yeah, we need this. This starts getting me foundations that I can build on. Semiconductors are going to be necessary, but they're going to require a lot of silicon. That'll at least let me know what in my local sector I have. Alright, I need plates, but they're all being used to make freaking sorters and conveyor belts, which is exactly what I intended them to do. So we'll just grab a stack of ore and make 20 plates by hand. Just to get the research going. Yeah, you can't see, but there's an entire block up in the left-hand corner that's telling me what my research is and everything. So yeah, we've got this whole kit and caboodle. Situated. That's... Don't mind my sister, she's just doing her thing. You gotta remember to bring your charger next time. She doesn't even live here and she still somehow found a way. Yeah, we'll get solar collection going. Oh wow, that's a lot of blue research that I'm gonna need. Just grab a big chunk of it then and... Oh, thanks, Shark. Much appreciated. Okay, so... that's all being sorted out. And yeah... we have plenty of iron and copper on this, a lot of stone and coal to work with. There is crude oil located around on the planet, but there is no silicone or titanium, which are essentials.
Fingers.
Meantime, I'm just gonna start clearing things up now. But surprisingly enough, all this plant material is going to be necessary for a very, very cumbersome little escapade in getting organic crystals. That's going to be the bane of my existence. Recharge. Is this thing is halting because it's running out of it's running out of microchips because it's not being able to pull enough metal plates out. How do we expedite this process then? I know exactly how to do it. Excuse me. I'm gonna build a mining, or what did they call it? Mining machine. Over in this little outcropping of iron over here. I'm actually going to need some conveyors, some belts. Just grab a fat stack there. And we're going to join it up with an existing one. There we go. Yes, Leth. They can be a pain. Ads can be a pain. But I mean, that's what makes things possible here. I remember back playing this the first time, I didn't have music to work with. So this is a very nice change of pace. That's one of the beauties of multi-streaming there, Minty. If there's a big ad run on Twitch, run over to friggin' YouTube. It's probably not gonna be there. Or if it is, it's probably not sunk up with Twitch. So you can get around it a little bit easier. It's what we like to call a workaround. There we go. Now we've got plenty of ore coming in. So let's get another plate setup working here. There we go. If we can actually get it like bottlenecking over here, that would be nice. Yeah, there we go. Now the plates are starting to stack up. This won't be running out of plates anytime soon then. Perfect. Thoughts on Mr. Puzzles as a villain? Interesting villain design. Interesting villain motivation. Hope to see more of him because I feel like there's a lot more to do with him than just what was done. There was a lot of build up for something that was really sped through at the final hurdle. So the fact that they haven't completely written him off is a good thing. We'll see more of him. Okay, what's on the docket afterwards? Because then we need to start getting oh yeah, we need plasma extracting. Because we're going to need energized graphite and hydrogen in order to make red research. Which unlocks even more stuff. It's you that's going to be the absolute pain in my sides. Because of the frickin' organic crystals that's required. When do we start? Yeah, that's when the solar sails come into play. Then we start building the swarm. All the way down here, because then we get to the universe matrix. Build 4,000 of those. And that's all she wrote then. It's gonna be a bit of a slog to get there, but a slog worthwhile. We'll get stuff around you eventually. Okay, you require a red. You require the electric motors to move more. You require steel. You just require blue research. Auto reconstruction marking. Enhance battle damage. That's nothing that I need to worry about. Blueprints don't need to worry about. You, most certainly, if I can get more battery power. Oh, we actually are going to need engines. Alright. So we'll queue you up as well. On top of that, we're going to need some energized graphite then. Can I make... Yes, I can make that. Or I can at least smelt it. So let's get that started then. Let's put down a second one. Build a tower here for movement purposes. There we go. And we're in another situation where I'm over moving things. That's why. We've reached a bottleneck here. It's probably still not going to be enough, but... we'll see what happens. I mean, we are eventually going to need the energized graphite more than we are going to need basically coal power. That's the thing. We'll do radiation. Thank you for popping in. I don't know how much longer I'll go myself, but it's just a good start to at least get this underway. Actually, yeah, this is what we're gonna do now. Now that I don't necessarily need all the coal itself, as I'm now making it into energized graphite, we can just start dumping it out and just going back into full mining mode. That'll keep the coal going into the plant. Things can continue to move steadily along. 3 in the morning in France for you? Left, go to bed. You don't need to stay up so late just for me. If anything, I kind of find that a little bit of an insult that you prioritize me over your own personal health. I am not that important. Get to bed. What if I ran all that through a feedback loop? No, this is still pulling enough from it. That's fine. Do you think Puzzle Vision's conclusion was a bit anticlimactic? For now, I would say. If anything, it's setting up for something more, if you ask me. I don't think we've seen the last of puzzles. Or as I prefer to call him, Great Value Vox. You need the freaking information matrix. Yeah, we ain't anywhere close to getting into 6 light years of the next star system. I will put the combustible unit in there as well. Titanium smelting. We'll get there eventually. We're not at full power right now. Or just this little outcropping for just blue research. It'll come to a point where it's like we're going to get to just making little settlements that are dedicated to one specific thing, not just all this intertwined mess like I've always done in the past. But the thing is, I will need to go to other planets in order to get that whole process going. Okay, we don't know what gases you're holding there. NZ2. We'll figure that out in a moment. In about a minute or so. I could build another thermal generator or thermal power plant. Get more of that energized graphite going. There we go. Wind turbines are coming down now. Okay, now we can figure out what we got to work with in our own little solar system here. Oh good, you've got deuterium. Okay, you're going to be a good prime candidate for gas extraction. Deuterium is such a pain to synthesize. As for you, you are not... What kind of planet are you? You got a little bit of coal, but you got plenty of silicon. I think you're a desert world. You've got plenty of silicon and titanium to work with. But what does NZ4 have? Way the hell more titanium. This is our volcanic planet. If I had to hazard a guess, or it's just another little desert world. Okay. What is my hour in America? I'm in the central US time zone. Right now for me currently it's 8:30 p.m. Grab this stuff. Speed up the research process a bit. There we go. Oh, I need to go to sleep. I can stay up a lot later than this. I usually go to bed around 10:30 p.m. At least I try to. I fail miserably, though. Every single freaking time. You play Genshin Impact, DD. You should not be ashamed, or at least I'm not gonna be that. It's like I'm over here just playing Azure Lane all the time, which is why it's all over the freaking place on my stream. If anything, I'm the one you should be ashamed of. If anything. Let me know if you get Arlecchino at all. That one I've kind of had my eye on just because I like the design. Okay, yeah, I have the other thermal plant. Let's get that in place. And then there was also a solar panel, which I can just plonk right here for now. Do you have maximum view? Well, not max, 92%. I can work with that. Okay, now we need coal and energized graphite. Just plonk all that in there and let it do its thing. Well, thanks for stopping by, Lef. You get to bed now. I was also more or less using this stream to figure out how the scheduling function on freaking Streamlabs worked. In all honesty, didn't really work the way I'd thought, because the whole upcoming was still there, and then when I went live, it was still there. So who knows? See you on Twitch Saturday. I may be streaming tomorrow. I don't know. If there's a Wednesday upload to work with, we'll go with that. Then what I plan on doing after the Wednesday upload, who the heck knows? If there's a Wednesday upload. Nope, you require more. You require that. That's right, or at least want to unlock Mecha Flight. And then I think that's a good place to stop, because then I need to start into the process of making the necessary things for red signs. I'm gonna need to start making steel and these freaking things. I'll need to have a full system in place for those electric motors. Then things start getting very complex. And one thing that I need to make sure that I do correctly is start spreading things out as far as automation is concerned. For the longest time, whenever I've played this game, I've just had it sit all on one planet as best I could until I needed a resource that was on another planet, which never helped in the long run. So I want to make sure that I get this whole optimization thing down correct for once. What game is this? This is Dyson Sphere Program. The title tells you exactly what you're doing. You're building a Dyson Sphere. If you don't know what that is, Google it. And it puts things into perspective for you. See, if I can get Mecha Flight, then I know and then I can get around the planet a lot easier. It's not orbital flight, so I can't leave the planet just yet. But it's at least something to work with. Well, then you know what you're doing in this game, then, Master. You're building one of those. Actually save real quick. Yep, live stream Dyson Sphere. Okay, yeah, I need to. Oh, you just need the magnetic coil and copper. I can work with that. Let's at least get that going. I can start getting that all situated. There we go. And just waiting for the countdown for when I can start making the engines. And I can just flip the switch and this thing can start making them. Then I need those engines in order to gain mecha flight. Also gonna need 150 coal as well, which it is still pumping out of the chest. There we go. Let's speed up the research process. There we go. After this, once I get into the situation where I have mecha flight, then we can start moving into red signs. Before I head off, I want to show you like an old save that I have, where I really went balls to the wall crazy with everything, just to give you a good idea of where you can end up in this game. How long is this one going to take? Minute 10 seconds, and then we can get into mecha flight. I'm gonna need 50 engines and I've only got 25 because it is eating up the copper. Okay, we're gonna need to speed this process up then. Just use the other 3 for this. Can never have enough copper plates in certain situations, this being one of them. There we go. System is back in place, baby. Can I just build some engines here? I cannot. Now I can. I'll at least throw 10 into the pot by hand. There we go. All the engines that I need made are made, but I can always just let this thing top off itself whenever I need them. Because I have a feeling those engines are going to be required for the shuttles. Which are going to need to go from planet to planet. So there is that. We're getting there. As you can kind of see, we've only got about 20 more engines now to process. Then I'll call it for this world for now. Check out what the other worlds that I've built have been going into. Just to give you a taste of what we're working towards. I want to make this game a little bit more of a regular thing. At the very least. Because I like me just a good, chill crafting game. Until Wars SMP2 gets back up and running again. Once that happens, that's going to be my bread and butter for a very, 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 very long time. How much coal are you still are spewing the stuff out? Showing absolutely no signs of stopping. Good. Yeah, this is telling me that it's running low, but that's the whole point. This was never really going to be a large deposit to work with. That's not to say that it's going to be the only deposit that I have to work with. There's our flight capabilities. Make it even more powerful, I can enter into orbit, and then I can leave the planet as a whole as well. So for the time being, I'm going to save that there. And then what we're going to do is... What is the most recent one that I did? That would be once more. Yeah, this looks familiar. Yes, I've already saved live stream. So let's take a look and see exactly what it actually can get to. So there's my swarm in this world that I'm currently working with right now. 2 orbits of solar sails that are currently orbiting around. the system all in place that is making sails that fuel these, what I like to call the polar guns, that are firing the sails off in all directions that they can. Now I need to make sure. This... Can I warp at all? Do I even have that capability? Yes, I do have a warp drive. But I don't think I even have, like... Now, if I was to load... no. Oh, this is the bigger one. This is the bigger one. This is the bigger system that I have in play. How do we know this? Take a wild guess. This is what we're aiming towards right now. This is what we're currently building here. The plan as it is right now, though not as completed as I'd like, but she's still getting built. But I know for a fact that there is a... I need to make sure I have, like... Oh yeah, I've got plenty. But now I need to remind myself, which planet in particular was it? It's the one that I know that has organic crystals. So yeah, Enef. Let's head there. Enef is also growing dim, not just because of distance. God, I forgot how far you are. Nope, I dumped out way too soon. At least I think I was building something around you. No, I was not. Could have swore I was, but I wasn't. Was it you that I was actually building something around? Let's check, shall we? I mean, I still need to freaking charge, but I've got plenty of fuel to do so. But yeah, you get the picture, guys. You get the picture with how this is all going to go. But either way, yeah, it's numpad 7 that I have these bound to. Either way, it was a rousing good start with getting this game underway. Love to see it. Love to do everything with it and everything. I don't really know how else to end this, but I'm glad that had another good stream. No computer hiccups that I've been having to deal with constantly, but here we are. With all of that being said, hopefully we have a Wednesday upload tomorrow to work with. If not, I'll figure something else out in the process. But yeah, with all of that being said then, I'd like to thank everyone for stopping by with the follows and the resubs and the bits and all that other jazz across both Twitch and YouTube as a whole. I want to keep trying to do the multi-streaming now that I can. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. And as always, toodles.